Pet Talk this morning, we are talking about those holiday pets. Many of you will be getting one or giving one away this holiday season. And I didn't get mine out of bed this morning, so you got me a stand-in this morning.
Right, we have a couple of stand-ins, and the advantage, of course, of these guys is you don't have to feed them on time. You don't have to clean the litter box or walk around in that icy weather. Sure.
These are well behaved.
These are very well behaved. I've been working clicker training with these for weeks and weeks. But seriously, this is the time of year when people think about gifting other folks with pets, and there's always a caution there.
That's always a, do you really want to give, you know, they're so cute. Hey, they would love to get a pet, but really, when you think about it, is that the best gift? Because,
well, yes and no. You know, there's actually some new information about that. We used to say absolutely no, do not give holiday gifts, don't give pets, because we're afraid, you know, if it's not well thought out, if it's spur of the moment. I mean, these are VCR pets. The kids get tired of these, you can shove them under the bed, you don't worry about it. But a live creature, there's a responsibility there. There's a lifetime responsibility. But they've actually done some studies, and they have discovered that people that acquire pets over the holidays, or even are given pets over the holidays as long as they're wanted, these are animals that are very rarely relinquished.
I wanted my dog too, my new puppy, but she got a hold of the boots the other day, and there's little teeth marks in there.
Actually, that's quite a compliment. She's marking something that smells like you. It's sort of a backhanded compliment, but
there was a backhand, but it was not.
Compliment. But what you do need to do is be prepared. If you know somebody, if Great Aunt Ethel, you know, wants a puppy, and you know what type of puppy she wants, then that's a possibility. But what I really like to do is talk with breeders, talk with shelter animal welfare people, give a gift certificate, fund that purchase or that adoption, and give the gift certificate in advance so that they can schedule a time and go out and choose the pet of their heart. Because as you know, you go out and you choose a pet for yourself, it may not be the one that is for them.
But do you need to make sure that it's, well, I mean, do you need to make sure that that's really what they want? Do you need to make sure that they know this is what it all entails?
If they're a first-time pet owner, absolutely. And I'd suggest meeting with the breeder or meeting with somebody that has actually worked with dogs or with cats before. People that have always had dogs may not realize what is involved with a cat, and vice versa. You know, we had a cat, actually a dog, for years and years before we acquired the cat, and my husband's reaction was, my goodness, I didn't know it was so much easier with a cat, because you don't have to go out in the rain to walk them.
Well, let me ask this too, because I hear getting a dog from a shelter or a cat from a shelter, you said last time that they are, they know that they have been rescued, and they are
oftentimes they do
better trained.
If you adopt an adult animal, you have a known quantity. Now, puppies and kittens are loads and loads of fun, but they have no off switch.
Yeah.
And particularly Christmas morning, stop, and they are going to play, crash. Play, crash. Take the Christmas tree down, empty the stockings, chew up the kids' new toys. So those are some issues, but you know, over the holidays, you've got Christmas break if the kids are out of school, so you can schedule some time for training, those types of things. An adult pet, though, that is already house trained, has already been spayed or neutered. You know it's going to be a lap kitty and want to sit and be snuggly, or it's a cat that wants to run around and play. You have some known things there in advance. So that can be a real advantage, particularly with people that have a lot of breakables in their house or boots that they don't want chewed.
And you also have to consider too the hypoallergenic. You've heard with the Obamas, they're looking for that kind of dog, that kind of cat. There is a such thing.
Well, actually, hypoallergenic is kind of yes and no. There are dogs and cats that are less allergenic than others, but that can be very individual also. The dander, every animal, whether they have hair or not, even the Sphinx, the hairless cat, has dander, and that's what people react to. So yes, there are some that have less hair, that have less shedding. That can reduce the amount of reaction you may have. There are certain breeds of cats that do not produce as much dander. The Siberian is one particular breed. It's kind of a rare breed, though.
Okay.
So you need to look into that. Something you can do, if you aren't sure, talk with the person. You can also put together something that's really fun, a pet care kit for under the tree, so that they have time to choose their own animal of their dreams, but maybe they have a book all about the Siamese cat, or house training the new puppy, lots of toys, a leash, some of the training tips that people need if they're going to be house training a new puppy or scratch training a kitten. So there's all kinds of things you can do there. And if Great Aunt Ethel really isn't in a position to have a pet, perhaps you can perhaps you can donate to an animal cause in her name. That's something else you could do if they already have a pet. Lots of things you can give for somebody that you don't know what to buy for. Get the dog a new sweater. They'll love you for it.
Fostering. You can foster a pet.
Absolutely. Get your pet fixed by fostering. There are a lot of people out there that do this, and it's a wonderful, wonderful way to get your furry fix of love.
All right, Amy, thank you so much. And thank you for bringing along
Yes,
the
and
little
these go
pets.
home with me. I'm sorry, Lucy.
They're not for adoption.
They're not for adoption.
All right, thank you so much. We'll be back in a moment.